Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, bringing you another tournament on the channel, an NBA tournament. Last time you saw me standing right in front of this specific area, someone walked away as the champion of an NBA tournament. I'm not gonna say who, but it was me. Anyways, I'm not competing today. As you can see, this is a part of Bullony Basketball. This is our last episode of the season. We always do a cool little mini game to kind of end it off, featuring a tournament with all the guests throughout the season that we had participate in that said mini game. This year, in the theme of my guy D Rose, Derrick Rose, the one and only, your favorite GOAT, because it's my GOAT. We did the Rose Gold Trivia mini game, and I had 26 people come on the show to answer some Derrick Rose trivia. And to keep a long story short, I brought all 26 people back for the biggest tournament we've done yet. I'm going to show you guys all the contestants for the tournament. We're going to work in reverse order from their seeding as well, on the introductions, that is. And make your vote right now who you think is actually going to win in the comment section below. Like I said, it's going to be one of the craziest tournaments yet. And not only that, but I'm excited too because it's D Rose, man. Who knows my guy the best? We're going to see how it goes. But with that being said, let's go to the introductions and get right into it. Here we go.
Here are the contestants. 26th seed, Willie G, 6th tournament appearance, one-time conference finals appearance. 25th seed, Suns Geek, 5th tournament appearance, one-time conference finals appearance. 24th seed, Michael, also known as MBB Awesome, 7th tournament appearance. 23rd seed, Jelson, 9th tournament appearance, one-time tournament champion, one-time finals appearance, 3-time conference finals appearance. 22nd seed, Miles Irvin, 1st tournament appearance. 21st seed, Maurice the sports historian, 5th tournament appearance, one-time finals appearance, one-time conference finals appearance. 20th seed, Gurov Law, 6th tournament appearance. 19th seed, Jackson Godwin, 1st tournament appearance. 18th seed, Clutch Talk, also known as Lakers Corner, 8th tournament appearance, one-time finals appearance, two-time conference finals appearance. 17th seed, Noah Talks Basketball, 4th tournament appearance. 16th seed, Lakers University, 3rd tournament appearance. 15th seed, Sam Darnold's Forehead, 7th tournament appearance, one-time conference finals appearance. 14th seed, NBA Addict TV, 7th tournament appearance, one-time finals appearance, two-time conference finals appearance. 13th seed, Reliable Rants, 5th tournament appearance. 12th seed, Hoops and MMA, 2nd tournament appearance, one-time conference finals appearance. 11th seed, Nick Kovacs, also known as Coach Kov, 1st tournament appearance. 10th seed, Jacob Blocks, 4th tournament appearance. 9th seed, NBA Real Talk, 5th tournament appearance, one-time finals appearance, one-time conference finals appearance. 8th seed, Romp 2.0, 7th tournament appearance, one-time finals appearance, one-time conference finals appearance. 7th seed, Tro Buckets, 6th tournament appearance, one-time tournament champion, two-time finals appearance, three-time conference finals appearance. 6th seed, Price McCurdy, 9th tournament appearance, one-time tournament champion, three-time finals appearance, four-time conference finals appearance. 5th seed, Streaky Heat, also known as Villainy, 3rd tournament appearance. 4th seed, Run the NBA, 7th tournament appearance, one-time conference finals appearance. 3rd seed, Gabe Slid In, 7th tournament appearance, three-time conference finals appearance. 2nd seed, Xander, 11th tournament appearance, one-time tournament champion, two-time finals appearance, four-time conference finals appearance. 1st seed, Reek Knows Hoops, 9th tournament appearance, 5-time tournament champion, 5-time finals appearance, 6-time conference finals appearance. Derrick Rose, Derrick Goes, and now it's time to get the show on the road.
How many career blocks did Derrick Rose get?
I'll go with, well, I don't think I'll be more than 100 off. So that's a good start. Let's go with 56.
You want to roll with 56 as your first guess?
Yeah.
Career blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Career blocks. I'm going to guess that Derrick Rose probably averaged like 0.3 or 0.4 blocks a game, or something like that. 213 blocks.
So you're locking in 213 blocks, final answer?
Sure, let's lock it in. 213 blocks.
I will tell you, it is not 56, and it is a bit higher.
Okay.
I can tell you it is not 213 blocks.
Okay.
If it were, that would have been crazy.
That would have been incredible.
Got one more crack at it.
156.
So you want to roll with 156 as your final answer?
Yeah.
It is not 156. However, you did at least get some credit for that answer.
All right.
It was actually more still. It was 242.
Dang, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think you would have that much.
Yeah.
That's
So,
a good trick question.
so you still got, though, 1.4 points for that. Plus, you get the one bonus point as the higher seed. It wasn't a bad guess. It was 242.
Ooh, okay.
So
Okay, I will take that.
that is respectable. So that got you, because you were 29 away. You still got 7.1 points.
All right, I'll take it.
But
Well, I'm rooting for him because I think he would represent us a bit better. Thanks, man.
yes, sir. So you
Wow.
advanced into the second
Yes.
round.
Let's
Wow.
go.
He had some pretty funny guesses. His first guess was 56.
56.
And then he said, the second guess, he said, I'll just add 100 to it, 156.
Of course he said that. Let's go.
So you are moving on to the second round.
Sweet.
Including the playoffs, how many games did D Rose start when he was on the Knicks?
So how many games did he start, including the playoffs? I'm going to go 120.
So you're going to go with 120 as your first
Mhm.
guess?
Yeah.
60, 65.
You
Probably
go,
a little high.
you going with
But yeah,
65?
I would go with that. But yeah, I feel like it's more though, or maybe it's too much. Too more.
Well, you can change your answer if you think it's more or
I'm
something.
gonna go with 65. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's probably too many. But I don't know.
It's not 120. But I can tell you, like, whether it's higher or lower, the correct answer you're looking for is lower. It is not 65.
Okay, I had a feeling.
I'm going to go 67.
So you're rolling with 67.
Yeah.
Much better guess. It was very
Mhm.
close. The correct answer is 74.
Okay, that's not bad. I'll take it.
It's not bad. So every 1 you are away, it's a 0.2 deduction. So you got 8.6 points for that question, but you have the bonus point for being a higher seed too. So you really have 9.6 points here.
Okay, cool.
It's not a bad guess. It was 74.
Oh, okay. So basically, almost a whole season worth.
Pretty much, yeah. You still got 8.2 points on that.
Okay. Including his second time with the team as well.
Yeah. He had a few, like, restarted in the playoffs.
Who did they play again? I forgot.
The Hawks.
Oh yeah, the Hawks. When Trae
Yeah.
Young. I remember that.
You're sitting pretty
Good win.
good.
All right, cool. I'll take that.
Yeah. You should be sitting pretty good, but, yeah.
All right, for sure.
What odds did the Chicago Bulls have to get the first pick in the draft when they got to select Derrick Rose in 2008?
Okay, Chicago Bulls history. Let me think. 2007. Okay. Kirk Heinrich era. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. I don't think you guys were the worst team in the league in 2007. So you weren't terrible. Maybe Heinrich was still there. I don't even know if Heinrich was still there. You guys probably had like 30 wins. I don't think you guys were like at sub 20, sub 30. Maybe it's 17 and a half. That'll be my first guess. Well, 17 and a half is my first guess because it's always like half percentile.
You're locking in 17.5%, right?
That's my first guess. Yes.
Okay.
I just do not know. Like, I can envision a number, but I have no clue And I should know this, but I know it was like super low. I just do not know the exact number. So I'm gonna go like 1.3%.
Okay, so you're rolling with 1.3% is your final answer?
Yep.
It is not 17.5%. It's lower.
Lower than 17.5%. Okay.
It is not 1.3%.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess 12.5 seems low. I'm gonna go 14%. That's gonna be my final answer.
So you're gonna roll with 14%. Is that your?
Let me
final?
go 13.5. I'm gonna knock it down half a percentage. 13.5. That's final.
Okay, so you're locking in 13.5% final answer.
Locking.
Unfortunately, it is not 13.5%. It was 1.7%.
What? Dude, I got cooked.
Yeah, that was.
What was your guys? Were you guys like a 40-win team going in?
I think we won like 33 games the year before. So we had like it was like the 10th best odds or 9th best odds. Yeah, very good answer. That's a really close to the correct answer. It was 1.7%. So
Okay.
you got 9.2 points on that one. That's pretty good.
Let's go.
It was
you guys
kinda,
literally fleeced Derrick Rose out of everybody.
we did. We weren't even supposed to be in the picture, and then
Yeah,
What?
dude, that's crazy. That blows my mind. I mean, I should have known. Like the Bulls didn't seem like a joke of a franchise at that point. So that's real ball knowledge. I'll give it to you.
we'll be moving on to round 2 as well.
Boom.
Look at that.
There we go. There we go.
So you will
Nice.
be advancing to round 2.
Let's go.
How many players were rated higher in NBA 2K9 than rookie D Rose when the game first came out?
Wow, 2K9. Hey, I know I'm a unk, but I don't know if I'm that old. 2K9, all right. You said how many players are higher than Derrick Rose? Rated higher?
When the game first came out.
When it first came out. All right, bet. All right, so I'm gonna estimate that Derrick Rose being a high pick was about a 77, right? I'm gonna guess about 77. Players that's ahead of a possible 77 would have to be, you know what? We'll say 30. We'll say 30 people ahead of him.
Gonna go with 30 players.
Dirty 30, yes sir.
So I'm thinking like but back then ratings weren't as like crazy as they are now.
This is true.
I think he was probably near like a 80 maybe. Man, this is a good one. I'm thinking maybe 4 people per team just because of veterans and stuff. It's 120. It's tough. I'm gonna go 118.
You're going with 118 players?
Yeah, because I think there's probably 4 players per team that are better than D Rose, just based off 2K. And then I think there's only 2 better on the Bulls.
It is not 30. It's actually a bit higher.
A bit higher. Oh,
Yeah.
all right. See, I was a little nervous if it was gonna be lower, but higher we can work with.
I like that thought process. I will tell you, it is not 118. That's not the correct answer.
It's a little higher. I'm gonna stick with my baseline of a 77. We'll give it. Let's glaze that error a little bit. We'll give it 53. We'll glaze that error.
Is your final answer?
Yes. Oh, final answer. This is the final answer. Oh yeah, cause you said it's one. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
It was not 53. It was still higher. It was 94.
Wow. What the? Wow, 94 people? Wait. Can I know his rating?
It was an 80.
Oh, was it 80? He was 80?
It was not that bad of a guess.
Really?
The correct answer was 94.
I was thinking, I was like, I feel like it might only be like 3 players per team. And then I was like, no, it's probably 4.
Damn. Hey, Ronnie, you should have got packed up a long time ago, bro.
I don't even think he was with the company.
I don't get it. Should have never got hired.
That's still tough.
Yeah, man, I can't believe I just did so well on this.
Yeah,
I'm shocked.
That was a good showing. Of the 4 players that were ranked above D Rose in high school, what's their combined scoring average in the NBA?
I'm trying to think of who they would beat. I'm gonna go with. Say one of them's probably like. I'm gonna go with 48.6.
So you're gonna go 48.6.
Final answer.
Okay. Career, right?
Yes. To the nearest like 10th place, so something point something.
Okay. But that was a Westbrook draft. If you take like, let's say like 15 points per game, maybe. That's probably fair. And then Love was probably like 16 maybe? Like, let's go 53.4.
53.4. So you're going to lock that in?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your final answer for the first one. You get 2 cracks at it.
Okay.
Yeah. It is not 48.6. It's higher. So it is not 53.4. That would have been kind of crazy.
Okay. I'm gonna go 56.4.
So you're locking in 56.4. Final answer.
Locking it in.
With those 2 guesses right there, your second guess was a lot better because it's 57.7.
Taking that. Okay.
That's pretty good. So you were 1.3 off. So like I said, every half point, it's a 0.2 deduction. So it was actually 57.7.
Okay.
So
I think I was gonna go lower, so that's okay.
And one of them, you were right. It was Kevin Love was one of them. The other ones were O.J. Mayo, Eric Gordon, and Michael Beasley.
Oh gosh! Oh my god! I was thinking who could be, but who else could it have been? Oh my god!
Still though, I mean, you were on the right track with about like a 12 average for most of them.
Eric Gordon averaging 15 in his career.
Yeah.
We're not terribly surprising.
I mean, it's going down, but
Yeah.
You're in to the next round.
Oh no way! Look at that.
You made it just
Easy
like
money.
that. Wow.
Finally, dude. It's like I won the championship. Feels like.
It might be your time.
Wait, who were the? Can you say who those players were? I'm just curious. Who the 4 players higher than him?
It was Michael Beasley, O.J. Mayo, Kevin Love, and Eric Gordon.
Okay. I was thinking like, dude, I couldn't think of like, is there actually a star player in this thing?
Yeah. But with that being said, you are on to round 2.
Let's do it.
How many total Olympic points did D. Rose log in his Olympic career?
85.
So you're going with 85? Is that your first guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea. Total?
Total.
Then I'm gonna say total wise 75.
You're going with 75?
75.
Okay. It is not 85, but I can tell you if it is higher or lower, and the answer you're looking for is higher. It's not 75.
I can't even envision how many games exactly they play, so I'm going to go with 115.
So you're rolling with 115?
Yeah. I actually have no idea.
It is not 115. However, not a bad guess. It was 108.
Okay, that's so funny. That was going to be my next guess.
Was it really?
Yeah, then I went higher. Yeah, I was like, going higher.
That's great.
Together in my mind and how many round of preliminary.
Actually, not that bad of a guess, I will say. Correct answer was 108.
Oh, I knew I should win. Oh, I went to say 100. I did.
Well, even because of that, though, you still get 6.7 points. So, yeah.
It will be something.
On to the next round.
This is how we do it.
It's funny because you were playing, it was the guy you faced, I think, in the second round of the Fast Money one, the one you went all the way to the finals in. You're undefeated against him.
I got his number.
Yes, sir. How many regular season games in his career did D. Rose not attempt a free throw?
That's a tough, oh my God.
It is tough.
Because this is from what, 08 to now, to 2023, 2024?
Yeah, and you're looking for the amount of regular season games that he didn't take a free throw.
Great scorer can always get fouled. They know how to get to the line. But with Derrick Rose, He drove a lot. I'm trying to talk through the answer, but I'll go for 435.
You going with 435?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 62.
So you're gonna roll with 62 as your answer?
Yeah, I'll roll with 62 as my answer.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that is not 435, and the answer is lower.
Okay.
It is not 62 games.
Let's go 250. Did my mic or did my camera freeze for you?
You did freeze. I can hear you, but you're frozen right now. So your second one, you were sounding like you were gonna say 250. Is that you're gonna lock in 250?
Yeah, 250.
Wasn't close enough. So you did not get any credit. The correct answer was 144. Yeah.
That's not many.
It is not many.
Oh.
So correct answer 144.
Wow.
So that was tough.
How did you even calculate that?
I had to go through every single season and just like count them out. Yeah.
Oh my lord.
I mean, it was not too bad because it was just like smaller edition. It was just like because of all the seasons, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, I like it.
Pulled off the upset.
Nice.
Wow.
You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I thought triple digits would be too much, just because, you know, prime D Rose. Not that he was a foul merchant or anything like that, but, you know, he was a dude that attacked the paint and things like that.
Right.
So I was like, think ladder D Rose, you know, towards the end of his career, you know, and I was going to say maybe like a 10th or so. That's why I was like probably around 70. You know, so at least that was my logic. But hey, you know, I was off, but not as bad as my opponent this round.
You were like the 26th seed, so that was like the biggest upset. Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
What is the most total points that D Rose has scored in a playoff series?
Total points?
Correct.
I'm gonna say 425.
So you're going 425?
Yeah.
Oh, the whole series. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Oh, I thought you meant in the game. My bad.
Oh, no.
How many total points did D Rose score in a playoff series?
Correct.
We're gonna go 430.
So you're going with 430, locking it in?
I don't know why, but something's just telling me 430. I'm probably way off.
Oh my god, I feel like that's a lot. I think
I can't tell you if you get like
I get
partial
two
credit or
guesses,
anything,
right?
But all I can tell you right now is that the correct answer is lower than that.
Probably a lot lower.
So it is not 430.
That was just a warm up.
It was a warm up.
Think a little.
Pump fake, like a...
I'm gonna go 205.
200.
No. I'm gonna go 175.
You're locking in 175.
Yeah, 175. I'm locking in 175.
What a great turnaround for a guess. The correct answer was 179.
Wow.
You were off by 4 points.
Yeah, I was calculating his whole playoff career.
Yeah, it was pretty far off. It was 179.
I must have thought D Rose was Michael Jordan or something, man.
I'm trying to think what that would be for.
That'd be like Michael Jordan's numbers.
I think that'd be like 70 points a game.
Oh my god. Yeah, math has never been my best subject. Sorry to all the viewers out there.
Could have been worse. Yeah, I guess I could say.
You better play that. Geo series will always haunt me though, man. I'm gonna have nightmares about that one day.
It's okay. We've all been there. I've done some IRL tournaments I have not been proud of. So so it doesn't even matter what Suns Geek does. You're automatically moving on.
So he lost?
He lost.
Yeah, that's tough.
So
that second guess came up clutch.
That was huge. If you would have guessed something like 300 or something, you still would have been very far off, so it was good to go way under.
Yeah.
On the channel, you're 2-0 against Suns Geek.
Damn. Poor guy. He's got to deal with the Suns and just losing to me in trivia. That's tough.
How many teammates did D Rose win at least 50% of his games with while they played together?
How many of those teammates?
There's no requirement limit either, so it could be like just a couple games. It could.
So you could play 2 games with Derrick Rose, win one of them, and you count. Okay.
This is true.
A lot of those teams, I feel like were like pretty successful. This is gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna throw out 76. I feel like I may have lowballed that one.
So you're going with 76 teammates?
Yeah.
So this isn't his team, he's currently on the court playing with them, or does he have to just be on the team?
Just in the same game that he played and another guy played. They don't have to be on the court at the same time, but like a game that both of them played in.
Okay. Gosh, I don't even know where to start.
Ayo.
New York teams. When he was with Minnesota, the team wasn't great, but he also didn't play a ton. You almost have to imagine that it's at least in the 30s. He was with Cleveland for a little bit. He played only a little bit, and then he hurt his ankle, right?
That's true. But even if he played just 1 game or 2 games with someone and they won, that would count.
Dang. 43.
So you're locking in 43 as your final answer.
Yes.
It is not 76. It is higher. Let me see here. I can tell you it is not 43.
133.
So
big increase there, but yeah.
So you're going to 133.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually lower. Now, the way that this works, though, based on whatever your closest guess was of those two, your 76 guess was very close. So you still got a lot of points there. It was actually 79.
Wow, I was hella close. Damn, I thought I lowballed it, and then you said higher. I was like, oh, I definitely lowballed it. I didn't know I was that close.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
So because of that, you're only 3 away. So that's only a 0.3 deduction from the max, which is 10 points. So you got 9.7 points on that.
I'm happy with that score.
Not a bad guess. It was 79.
Okay.
And like I said, every one you are away is a 0.1 deduction. So you were 36 away. So that means you got 6.4 points. That's respectable. It's decent. I mean, your first round was still good too, but
yeah, no, it definitely. Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, that was crazy. You're moving on to round 2.
Let's go. I got my revenge.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a pretty good guess though from him as well. Officially be in round 2. We'll see what you can do here.
Yes, sir.
What is the highest true shooting percentage for D Rose in a game where he scored 20 or more points?
Give me 87.
You're rolling with 87?
In one game.
In one game.
I mean, I feel like he might have gone perfect one game. For all I know. 87 it is. Lock me in.
Wow. Okay. That's a really tough one. This is going to be a shot in the dark. Let's go with like 55%. 55 true shooting percent.
It is not 87%, but it's higher than 87% though. It was not 55.
Okay. I think my second guess, I might rock 100.
You gonna roll with 100?
Yeah.
Is not it either. Now I will tell you though, it was a pretty good guess. Actually, so true shooting percentage, the best you can get is 150%, depending on how many. Yeah. So it can be over 100%.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, and so his best was 105%.
All right, I'm right there.
It was 105, so you just missed points.
He had a true shooting percentage of 105. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Fuck it. I don't know what to say. Damn it. They may have won the battle, but they did not win the war.
Ooh, so that
I will live. I will live to rise again. There will be another tournament, and I will come out victorious.
So
we are Sparta.
So does that mean that you're gonna win the next one then?
For the next one, yeah. Every tournament you invite me to, if you want. Invite me to every tournament that you have until I win. I'm there.
I think you should be sitting pretty good, and on to the next round.
Let's go. What a good guess.
See, it was great to have the bonus there. During his MVP season, how many games did D Rose have a plus minus of 10 or greater?
And is it closest? It's closest to the correct answer.
So for this one, it's every one you are away. It's a half-point deduction.
Okay, I'll go 65.
You're rocking with 65?
Yes.
How many games do you have a plus minus of 10 or greater?
Yes.
I guess a high number for this one. Best player on a number 1 seed team is going to have a high plus minus, like in the games that we win. I'm going to go 68, actually. Until 68.
Okay, so you're changing it, then 68 is your answer then, right?
Final answer, 68.
So I can let you know that it's lower.
Bad. Okay.
It is not 68, and...
Okay.
I mean, the Bulls were a very good team then, so 58.
Is not 58. They're too high to get any points.
Wow.
It was 30.
That's insane. How many games did he play?
81. You're a little too far away. The correct answer was 30.
See, I don't know how, plus minus is not a stat that I pay attention to. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the plus minus really works. I know how it works, but maybe I should pay more attention to plus minus.
What is Derrick Rose's single game high for the most 2-point shot attempts he's taken in a game?
I definitely won't be more than 10 off because... Okay, so I'll go 22.
2-point shot attempts.
2-point shot attempts.
I'm thinking mid to high 20s. I'll go with 24. Final answer 24.
It is not 22. It's higher. It is not 24.
28.
You're gonna lock in 28?
Yeah.
It actually was above 30. It was 33.
What? 33 2-point attempts. That is insane.
I don't even think he took a 3 in that whole game. He got 1 point of partial credit. It was 33.
I knew I should have went higher.
That is a tough scene. Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
GG's. But I mean, at least you did get past the higher seed in the first round.
I did do that.
That bye really helped me out there because I think a second guess for him might have made things really close.
So you got your revenge on him here. How many heaves did D Rose attempt in his career?
What? like half court, buzzer beater type shot?
Half court or further throughout his whole career attempts.
I feel like it's something that's not done too super often. I'm gonna go with 15.
You gonna roll with 15?
Yes.
I feel like D Rose probably wasn't attempting that many heaves, just because he's a guy who could get from one end of the court to the other super fast. So he wasn't at half court. He was probably getting at least to the 3-point line. Ooh, I don't know, because you said each point is half a point away.
That is true.
I'm actually gonna go 44.
You're gonna go 44. Lock it in.
Yeah, for heaves on D Rose's career.
With your first guess being 15, we'll tell you it is not 15, and you're too low.
Too low.
Yeah. I will tell you it is not 44.
You said it's a half-point deduction for every one that you're off?
Correct. So if you're 20 or more away, you will not get any credit.
My real answer is going to be 35.
So you're going with 35 then?
Yes.
It is not 35, but I can tell you that was a much better guess to make. It was 42.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Yes, that's I can live with that. That's what 3.5 points off.
3.5 points off. So you got 6.5 points still for that one. That was a very good answer. It's 42. Wow. That got you 9 points right there.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. What is the sum if you add together D Rose's career points per game, rebounds per game, and assists per game?
Can I use my notes app to like do the calculation?
I guess you could. I mean, or I guess you could tell me. I could calculate it for you.
I feel like for his career, he probably. So, this might be way off. I don't know, but based on kind of where he was in his prime, but also taking into account that he missed a lot of games in those later years, I'm gonna say that he was maybe around 16.5 points for his career. We'll go with 4 assists and 3 rebounds.
Okay, so the math there would be, I think, 23.5. Is that what you're feeling?
Yes.
I like that one too. Points is probably career average, probably 16 or 17 on points. 3 rebounds and maybe 6 assists. So points, rebounds, is it just points, rebounds, assists?
Yes.
Ooh.
Fucking 28.2.
Shut up, bro. This guy, I'm not listening to this guy. He's just. No, I'm gonna go 26.2 actually.
So you're rolling.
So I think he's probably sitting at 16 or 17 points a game, 3 rebounds, and maybe 6 assists.
I can tell you it is not 23.5, and the correct answer is higher than that. It is not 26.2. I must tell you that. So
I know that there's no way he averaged 25 and 5 for his career. It can't be 30. Okay. I don't think it's going to be that much ridiculously higher than what I said. So from 23.5, I'm going to go to 24.2.
I'm going with 24.2 then.
Yes.
24.2. That got you 8 points. The correct answer was 25.8. So,
Okay.
So you add 8 points to your score. You had 8.5 already. So you finish the round with 16.5 points. But you got 9. It is 25.8.
What? No, I'm in my bag. Hold up. I'm actually in my bag.
Wow.
Wait.
So you're a little more than 1 off.
Okay. Well, you got to get like at least both like 8, 9 out of 10s to beat that. Can't be mad about that.
Yeah. I mean, your first round was still pretty good, but your second round was even better. 18 out of 20 is sitting pretty good.
That's crazy. I'm going to go buy a D Rose jersey, I think. I really might.
How many games in his career did D Rose play against LeBron James?
Including playoffs or only regular season?
Including playoffs.
Well, Bulls and Cavs play each other at least, I always forget if it's 4 or 5 times a year in the division, if he's active and healthy for those games. 28 games versus LeBron.
So you're going to go with 28?
Yeah.
That includes playoffs.
I was about to ask, does that include playoffs? Okay, gotcha. Let me ask you this. Does that include like actual games played, or if he was on a team that matched up against them but he was out for XYZ reason?
It's just the games they played.
Only legit checked in and played. Okay. I'm going to go 70. 70 games against LeBron.
You're going to lock in 70?
Yeah, I'm going to lock it in. Yeah.
It is not 28. The answer is higher.
Higher, all right.
It is not 70.
So for my second guess, higher than 28, I'll go to 36.
So 36. So the correct answer is 40.
Damn.
Yeah. Second one, you would get 8 points. So you're a bit too far off. It was 40.
Oh my gosh, I'm not kidding you. I thought 40, but I was like, that's way too low. You know, just simply put, beating the Eastern Conference, you know, facing them, 3 or 4 times per season. Yeah. I kid you not, I legit thought 40. I was like, there's no way it's that low. Oh my gosh.
How many minutes per game did D Rose average across his All-Star games in his career?
He was a starter one of those years. I know that. I'm gonna say he averaged. See, because sometimes they don't even like. You'll check in and they'll play like 6 minutes in the whole game. 13.
So you're gonna go with 13 minutes a game?
Yeah.
Minutes against in his All-Star. Okay. He played when the All-Star game meant something. At least more than it does now. He was a starter for most of his All-Star appearances, if not, I believe, all of them. So I'm going to go 25 minutes per game.
So you're locking in 25.
I'll do 25.5.
It is not 13 minutes a game. It is higher.
That's actually pretty surprising. I thought it would be lower, if anything. I'll bump it up to 16. I feel like he's not averaging more than 20 points or 20 minutes per game in an All-Star game.
It was still higher. It's actually 22.3.
Really? That kind of surprises me.
Yeah, 22.3. So that is a tough one. The 0.5 made you lose another point.
Oh my gosh. Yep. I should have just rolled with the first one. I guess, like they say, don't second guess it. You know, he'll put the biggest upset in Super Mario Hoops history. You know, so I'll take that.
Yes, sir. You can leave here with something.
Yeah.
You end up with 11 points here.
I feel like these are pretty difficult questions. I don't know if I'm just a bad guesser.
It's good news.
Get it going.
Yes, sir. How many players drafted in the 2010s decade have logged more career regular season games than D Rose?
Bro, what? So from 2010, like drafted from 2010 to 2019?
Correct.
I'm gonna say 88.
So you're rolling with 88?
Nah. Dang, because how many games did D Rose play? Alright, I'm gonna say 93.
So you want to roll with 93 then?
Yeah.
Okay, how many players
In
drafted
2010s.
in the 2010s?
Yes, so it's from 2010 draft all the way to 2019 draft.
That's a tough question. Yeah, because, I mean, it's a two-part thing. First, I'm trying to figure out how many regular season games Derrick Rose probably played. Probably played 700, 800 games. Something like that. Okay. All right. I'm just going to take a guess. I'm going to take a guess. Wow. 46.
So you're locking in 46 as your guess?
46 players.
Okay. It is not 93, and I can tell you it's lower.
Oh, okay, dang. All right.
It is not 46.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my real original guess for it was gonna be like 50. I was gonna say like 47.
So okay, so you're rolling with 47 second guess?
Yeah. No.
What?
I'm gonna go 35. No, 45. That's it. 45. I'm done.
Okay, 45. Locking it in?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how you just did that. You went from maybe getting 8 points to losing 4 points to gaining an extra point. So you got 9 points for that. It was 43.
Oh. Alright, bet.
I was like,
gonna say 42 because my dad jersey number in college, but I just said 45. But it's whatever.
I was like, you might want to keep 47. And then I'm like, oh, what's he doing? And then you went closer. I'm like, how? Okay, so
Alright, bet.
I will say though, that's a great guess.
Okay.
Yes, that was a really good guess because it was 43.
Oh, shoot, dude. Oh, man.
Yeah. And actually, believe it or not, that's also not a bad guess because, like, there's a few players, I think the two were Kawhi and somebody else. How many players from D Rose's McDonald's All-American game actually went on to play in the NBA who were in that game?
I'm gonna say like, I don't even know for 07. Like, 07 All-American game, 4.
You're rolling with 4?
He the type. I'm gonna say 4. I go 3. I got 3.
Are we going 3 or 4?
3.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of who would have been highly touted back then to be All-American player. I mean, I'm already thinking Derrick Rose's draft class. I'm not sure if there was the same high school class, but I mean, you have like Kevin Love, Russell Westbrook, OJ Mayo in his draft class. I'm not sure 2007 All-American. And then, yeah, there probably are some guys that ended up playing like just a few games. Say 9. I'll lock in 9.
The answer is not 3. It is higher.
Ah, damn. All right.
It is not 9.
Cause All-American, like you like good, like in the league. So I think 7. I'm gonna say 6.
Okay, so you're going with 6.
Yeah.
It is not 6, and you didn't get any credit for that. It was way more. It was 19. Yes, 19.
Is that the highest or something?
It's gotta be one of them because like there's only like 3 guys that didn't make it. Fortunately, it was 19.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a lot of guys from that one. Yep.
Shoot, I get a big old donut.
Yep. You were just like the part away. Like if you would have guessed 10, you would at least got a point.
Dang. 11.
So,
dang.
Yeah. If you were within 7, over or under on the last one, you would have got through.
Yeah.
Dang. Like I was like, oh, if he just guesses like 12, ooh.
Yeah, if I'd even just guessed, man. All right, hey, I got a first round upset. That's a win on my book for my first time in here. I'll take it.
And especially with how much Nick was talking smack like on the one show you guys were on. So, hey, bounce back.
Finally bounced back, and I'll be ready to go to hopefully go further next time around.
Yes, sir. Got 9 for the first one, so you ended with 11 in that round. It's still decent. It's not bad.
All right. Round 3.
How many people did D Rose beat in more than a dozen games throughout his career?
10.
So you're locking in 10.
I'm gonna do 10. Yeah, I'm gonna do 10.
He beat them 12 times, so on any team they were on. That's what he faced them.
Correct. He could even have a losing record against them, but as long as he has 12 wins.
18.
Rocking with 18.
I have no idea.
So is that you're gonna lock in 18 then, or?
I mean, the way you're asking me, I don't know if I want to lock it.
Well, I didn't know because usually I said, "Is that what you're gonna roll with?" And you're like, "I don't even know." So.
You know what? Since you asked me again, let's make it 19.
Okay. Changing up.
Final answer.
Changing up big time with 19. Okay. Guess it's 10. I will tell you it is higher than 10. Well, it is not 19.
I'm gonna go 20.
Locking in 20.
Mm-hmm.
Not 20 either. You did get some partial credit though with your second guess, so that's good. It was 35.
Okay.
So you got 2.5 points there. And of course, with you being the higher seed, you get an additional 2 points, 1 per question. So you're at 4.5 right now.
All right, I'm gonna need a good second answer.
It was a good idea to switch it up a little bit. You got an extra half point there. It was 35.
You know what? I'm not mad at that because I was like, between that and the Olympics question, I was like, even if I calculate this, how do you do the math on that? Because you don't score the same amount of points. You know what I mean? It's like these are questions where it's like, even if you can think about it, you're like, but how do you do the math on that?
Right. Yeah. Including D Rose himself, how many NBA players have been named Derrick in NBA history? And so, but I will say it's only like the spelling of Derrick Rose's name. So Derrick.
Wow.
And that's like Derrick with the same spelling. So like a Derrick Lively wouldn't count.
I'm gonna go 11.
Rocking with 11.
Yeah.
Are we talking in NBA history, like since the merger?
NBA history, the whole before merger.
Talking way back.
I don't think there's that many before the merger though.
I'm gonna go with 101. You know what I was just thinking? I was averaging it per year. Then I'm like, guys, play multi-odds. That was the wrong approach. I'm gonna go with. I made a mathematical error there. Right? I was just like I was counting them each year, not like maybe the 10 years they're in the league. So I'm breaking this down as if it's actually gonna work out in my favor scientifically. But 33.
So you're gonna lock in 33. Final answer.
Yeah.
Not 11. It is higher than 11. It is not 33.
Wait, is it all Derricks throughout history, or just the one in his era?
It's just all Derricks in history, but they have to be spelled the same way as his name. So like Derrick.
So it's higher than 11.
Correct.
I'm gonna go 22.
So rocking with 22.
Mm-hmm.
You did get partial credit. It was 4 away, so you got 6 points there. It was 18.
Oh, I was thinking about 18.
Yeah, and it was too high. It was 18.
I'm not that mad. I'm really not.
Hey, at least you didn't guess whatever 100 and whatever you were gonna say.
Because that's what I did is I like triple times it, and I was like, oh, and I started doing the math again. I'm like, oh wait, that like a few Derricks run the league for however many years, all those other Derricks weren't. But like, I definitely need to cut that down. I'm not mad at that at all. I thought 33 was a bit high. I'm not gonna say I was about to guess 18. I was probably gonna guess like 20 something or whatever.
Mhm.
But it's like I wanted to air a bit higher because it's just like everything but a shot out of thin air.
Yeah.
You know? A few things you think about to try to figure it out, but other than that, it's a shoot. It's gonna take the positive, baby.
It was pretty good. And then that puts you for the total. You still got 10.5 for the round. So it's not too
Not
shabby.
bad.
Yeah.
This is what I'm here for.
Man. How many 20-point games did D Rose have with the Detroit Pistons?
With the Detroit Pistons, I mean, he was kind of hooping over there, so he's got to have a few of them. I'm going to say 17.
You gonna roll with 17?
17 will be the first guess.
And I will tell you as well, every one you are away, it's a half a point deduction. So if you're 20 or more away, you won't get any points.
So I'm pretty sure D Rose averaged like 19 a game on the Pistons for like a year or two. How many years? Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna go with 38. 38.
So you're gonna lock in 38. Final answer?
No, Can I change it?
You can, yeah, if you want, I guess. But
okay, I'm gonna change it to 41.
Okay, so you want to lock in 41 then?
Yeah.
Not 17.
Okay.
The answer you're looking for is higher.
Higher than 17, okay.
It is not 41.
Let's say 24.
For Super Mario Hoops, 24.
We are indeed going to go with that. We'll stick on the 24.
That was a good answer. It was 29.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you probably would have been better just staying at 38, to be honest.
Dude, I thought he averaged like 19, so I was like, oh.
Yeah, he did average around there. He had 29 games like that.
Damn it.
So if you guessed 38, you would have got 5.5 points, but you still got 4 points for that.
Okay.
How many playoff games did D Rose not attempt a single free throw?
Might have a couple games late in his career where he got brought in later and didn't play a ton. We're going to say 8.
Okay, so you're rolling with 8.
I'm going to roll with 8.
Wow. I don't think he ever made it to the conference finals. So it was how many games?
How many games
Did he not attempt?
Yes, correct. He did not attempt a free throw.
I'm gonna go with 4.
So you want to lock in 4 as your final answer?
Yes.
It is not 8. It's actually higher.
It's higher than 8. Okay.
It is not 4.
I don't know if I would have expected higher, but that's interesting. Let's go with 11.
It was actually a good guess. It was 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got 1 point for that. It was 13.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, D Rose always in the paint. I didn't think that was even possible.
Even then, though, you still, got through the first round. So it's a positive here.
I mean, we'll see. Pretty tough to just get the ballpark of these in your brain. You come up with some pretty good advanced stats, though. Gotta give it to you.
So you're in.
I'll take it. I'll take it. And I can definitely feel happy with that. I think that's a solid showing.
How many games D Rose play where he recorded 2 or more steals and 0 turnovers?
Plus steals, no turnovers. In his career, like total?
Yep.
Sheesh. I'm gonna go like 30. I'm gonna go 30.
Okay.
I'll give him some leeway.
So you're gonna go with 30 for the first guess?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 30.
It's a little more difficult as it
seasons,
the turn goes
13
along.
seasons? Jeez.
Just how many games where he had 2 or more steals, 0 turnovers?
God, that's crazy. At this point, I gotta just throw anything. Let's do 637.
So you're gonna roll with 637?
637, yeah.
It is not 30. It's higher. I must be the bearer of bad news. That is not.
Okay, my second guess was gonna be like 50 then, so I'm just gonna go 50. I feel like that's a good median.
Wasn't a bad guess. It was 44.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
And it's not close either. That's probably closer to the amount of games he played in his career than the games he did that. The correct answer was 44.
Yeah, I don't even.
When D Rose won the skills challenge in 2009, what was his winning time?
Well, like 43.8.
So he's going with 43.8 first guess.
43.8.
48. Do the seconds, the milliseconds too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go 48.4.
It's not 43.8. It's actually lower. Unfortunately, it is not 48.4.
I feel like sub 40s were kind of hard in the old skills challenge. I'm gonna just go 41 even then. 41 even.
It is not 41. Actually, you were still a bit too high. It was 35.3. Yeah.
That's tough. Okay.
It was 35.3.
Okay, 35.3. Okay.
Yeah. So, and that was more than 10 seconds away. So, you didn't get any points there either. So,
all good, man. He would win anay, right? Because he gets 2 points.
He would advance anyways. So,
all good, man.
See?
I'll take the first round.
Just like that. Sealed up. You know, you could have had no points and you would have won. So, how many shot attempts did D Rose have in Derrick Rose's career high scoring game?
30.
You rocking with 30?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he had 50. That's his highest. 28.
Gonna roll with 28.
Yeah.
It is not 30.
Okay.
Not too bad first guess though. It's higher.
Okay.
Yeah. It was 28 was your guess.
39.
Of course you go 39.
Yep.
It is not 39.
I had to say it.
Correct answer is 31. So you missed by 0.5.
Sweet. I couldn't, yeah. I'm happy with that.
The correct answer is 31.
That's pretty close.
That is pretty close. It's not bad. Not bad. 8.5 points.
Yeah, all right, I'll take that.
What is Derrick Rose's original 2K rating in NBA 2K15?
I'm going to go with 82 overall.
So you're rolling with 82?
Yes.
In 2K15.
Yeah.
This is so tough. 87.
You gonna lock in 87?
Yep.
It is not 82. It's higher. It was not 87.
Okay. I'm going with 86 overall.
So you got 86?
Yep.
Not 86.
All right.
But you were close once again. It was 88.
All right.
Yeah.
2 points?
So,
or
no,
2 point
so you lost
deduction?
2 points. So you got 8 points on that one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So you did pretty good. So you got 19.5 points. So very good guess. It was 88.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All the money.
Mm-hmm. You know, I will tell you that got you a 17.5 total. I think you put up a respectable showing either way. So you definitely set a good bar there.
Yes.
So, there's a close gap, but you're moving on.
All right.
Yeah. So,
nice. Let's go.
So you got round 3.
Massive 30 pull.
That was a pretty massive pull. D Rose led the NBA in clutch time points after the All-Star break in his MVP year. How many total points did D Rose lead the league with?
That is tough. Clutch points in about a 3-month stretch. 30 plus games-ish there. 5 minutes, you're looking at most. The second guess is definitely helpful here. 47.
Total points. Let's say half of the rest of their games. After All-Star break, there's like 30-something games left. So let's say half of those 30. And in those clutch games, let's say 8 times 16. 8 times 16 is
I can do the calculation for you.
yeah. I don't want to touch my phone.
Yeah, 128.
I think I'm gonna go with that. Just a rough estimate. 128.
Not 47. A bit higher.
A little bit higher. Interesting. Okay.
It is not 128.
Better than 47. I'm gonna say 58.
Locking in 58.
We'll go 58 for guess 2.
It's not 58. 70.
70. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's cooking?
It was 70.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I feel like most people will guess high on that, like higher than 70.
How many days was from the span between when D Rose was waived by the Jazz to when he first got signed with the Timberwolves?
That's a good question. That is interesting. So we're thinking getting waived around the trade deadline, just early to mid-February. I want to say I don't think he got picked up until March. Probably ballparking at about a month. So let's say 30 days.
So you're going to roll with 30 days?
Let's go with 30.
He was on the Cavs in 2017, so like it couldn't be over a year. I'm just trying to like get a timeline here. I'm trying to figure out if it's less than a year or more than a year, or was it during the season? I'm gonna say 25 days.
You got 25?
Yes.
Not 30 days, but it's a little bit lower. You weren't too far, actually.
Let's roll with... I don't think it's that much lower. I think I'm going to go 26.
So you're locking in 26?
Yeah, let's lock in 26.
You were correct. It is 26.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll take that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's big.
It was 26.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, one off.
Wow.
In field goals per 100 possessions, D Rose in 2019-2020 was second in field goals made per 100 possessions. Who was first?
We are thinking someone who was on absurdly high volume that year. Harden immediately comes to mind. Giannis could be an option with the efficiency. Luka's an option, but efficiency might hurt him. Let's say Giannis.
With the first guess, you're going to say Giannis?
Let's say Giannis is the first guess.
Oh, I think this is pretty easy. This is Giannis. He was just so effective in that stretch of time, and he wins his MVP.
And you are correct. It is Giannis.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
A little time frame like with the Pistons. I feel like who even like knows that,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
Yeah, no, second is very crazy.
So you got 10 points on that question. Brings you to 19.
Great.
Yeah.
I love to hear it. That's elite company for D Rose. Like out of his prime, he was still like top of the league.
And regardless of what happens, it's a good score.
I'll take it.
Back to the conference finals. Yeah.
Back in it. Gotta try and not get absolutely destroyed in it this time.
And we're gonna see what you can do here.
I'll take it. I'll take that.
How many players did D Rose play with who were all-stars at any point?
Alright, so
Didn't have to be all-stars same season. They were teammates with him.
so like if they were all stars later on in their career too.
Correct. Someone could have been an all-star in the 90s and then played with him later on. That would count. Even if someone that became an all-star this year.
So he played with the Bulls, the Knicks, then Minnesota. Ooh, Cavs and Pistons. Tight. So yeah, cause that Cavs team for sure. I'm gonna say 13.
Okay, so you're rolling with 13 then?
Hey, no cap. I'm gonna say 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're rolling with 14 then?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew. Okay.
So it could have been 10 years before he was teammates with Rose. Could have been 10 years after
Yeah.
teammates with them.
Did he play a year with Ant? So that's 7. Wait. Shoot. I'm gonna say. Wait, I just remember the Cavs too. Oh, that's like an extra roster. Dang it. So let's see. And he had to play a game with them, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna say 12.
Gonna roll with 12 as your answer?
I'm gonna say 14 actually. I feel like I could be missing some people that gets me a little. Because I'm at 11, but I say I could be missing 3 to 4. No, I'll say 15. I'll say 15 because I feel like I'm definitely missing a couple of people because I
Okay.
don't know squat about anything. So
So you're gonna roll with 15?
yeah.
It is not 14. It's higher.
I thought so. Dang it.
It is not 15.
22.
Going 22.
Yeah.
It is not 22, but much better guess. It was 24. It is.
If it's 18 or 21, I'm gonna freak out. Those are the other two I was between.
Well, you don't have to freak. It was actually more than all of those. It was 24.
Really?
Yeah. A couple like weird ones I think that he like hardly played with and stuff like that.
Yeah, there has to be because I was at like 11.
What was Derrick Rose's career point per game average against the Charlotte Bobcats?
And he was drafted in 08. Okay, right. So I'm gonna say his career average against them was probably like 26.74.
So you want to lock in 26.7? It's just the nearest 10th, but
Oh yeah, 10. My bad. Nah, I don't.
okay.
Against the Charlotte Bobcats, because the Bobcats is trash. On the Bobcats, I'm gonna say 23.8.
So you're going 23.8?
Yeah.
First 3 or 4 years of D Rose's career. I'm gonna say 24.7.
Okay.
No.
So
Yeah, we'll lock it in.
it is not 23.8.
It's higher?
It is lower.
Oh, what? What did he average?
Well, you get another guess yet. It is not 24.7.
21.9. No, 21.7.
So you're going 21.7?
21.5, that's it.
Okay, 21.5?
Yeah.
All right, not 21.5. It was a little bit lower still. Yeah. It was actually 20 right on the dot.
Damn, that's crazy.
20.0, yep. It was 20 right on the nose. Still decent pointage right now. You got one more left. Which player has Derrick Rose played the most games with in his career?
I want to say Joakim Noah. Like, I'm going to say Joakim Noah. That makes the most sense to me. Is it not him?
So you're going to lock in Joakim Noah?
Yeah, I'm going to say Joakim Noah.
I feel like this one's gotta be a layup, but then also like I don't know if this would be this late in the game. Did he play in New York at some point too? Hey, I'm thinking of a guy he could have played with in Minnesota too. Is it Taj Gibson?
Are you going to lock in Taj Gibson?
I'm gonna lock in Taj. I feel like lock in Taj. I'm gonna lock in Taj.
It is not
What?
Joakim Noah. Nope, he is second on the list. So you have one more crack at it. It is Taj Gibson.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, it is.
I knew it. Let's go! I knew it. I was like, did he play with him in Minnesota too? And then I'm like, wait, he could have played with him in New York too. Hold on, let's go!
Who has Derrick Rose played the most games with in his career?
Mm-hmm.
It's not Jimmy. Tosh?
You going Taj Gibson?
Yeah.
That's who it is, yeah.
It's stupid, bro.
It's stupid? What do you mean it's stupid?
It should have been Joakim Noah. I feel like that's too obvious, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You still get 16 points for this round, which is not too shabby, you know?
Did Taj played with him in Minnesota, right?
Mhm.
I'm not tweaking.
Yep.
Did he play with him in New York too?
Yes.
I'm good at hoop grids. I remember like who's played where.
Oh, you actually put up a really good showing.
Alright, bet. If anybody gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Alright, let's go.
Not including 2012, 2013 season. What's the least amount of games that D Rose has played in an entire season?
Right, so I have to be within 10 games to get.
Yeah.
Oh,
within 10 games.
46.
Are you going with 46?
46.
You said what, not including which one?
The 2012, 2013.
That 1 year that he was with Memphis, I feel like he barely played for them. My guess is gonna be 17.
Not 46.
right.
Now the answer lower. It is not 17.
15.
Just hiding.
Dude, I don't know. It's hard, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You're rolling with 15 then?
Yeah. I'm rolling with it.
Not 15.
Mhm. Why?
It was 10.
10.
This is 10. Like we were just saying at the very beginning.
Oh my god.
I should have just said 10.
Yeah,
Darn.
man.
Oh my god.
But
I didn't know if someone knew that he got injured early. I just completely blanked on that.
7 off. It was 10.
What year was that?
It was the year after he came back from the ACL. He played like 10 games, then tore his meniscus. In what year did the first D Rose boost-themed shoe drop?
Boost themed. That's the D Rose 4. Oh, wait a minute. It's 2015.
So you're going 2015?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a shot in the dark. I'm going to guess 20. I'm stuck between 2012 and 2013 right now. I feel like I want to go with one of those years, and I'm gonna say 2013.
So you're gonna roll with 2013 then for your guess?
Yeah.
It is not 2015.
Okay.
It's too high. So it was before that. It is not 2013. Acting like it's game 7.
Dude, I used to wear D Rose shoes too. Oh, I'm trying to think of if I ever copped a pair. I think it's the 4s, but I don't know. I'm gonna go with 2013.
So you're going 2013?
Yeah.
You made a sandwich. It was 2014.
Okay, that's fine. I'm living with it. I'm one off. Okay.
One on each side. Same year that the last question was based off of, 2014.
All right. Well, then I'm at least happy I went with 2013 instead of 2012.
Yeah.
So I was closer at least.
What game does Derrick Rose like to play on his free time?
Chess. I'm gonna go with chess. Well.
So you're gonna go with chess?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I know this. I feel like it was like a weird little mention one of those times, and like while he was on the Knicks, like during the broadcast, I feel like I know this, but it's not like jumping out at me right now. Said, what game does he like to play?
What game?
If I remember correctly, it's some type of like board game. This is a real shot in the dark. I know a lot of players like playing cards, like on the planes and stuff. So I feel like that's a safe guess. Not too confident in it, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say cards. That's my guess.
And he got it right. It is.
Let's go.
Dang! Wow.
So how's that one scored? Like, how are you closer or farther away?
So that was just all or nothing. So it was just 10 or 0. So you got 10 points.
Yeah.
Chess.
Chess. I knew it was some type of board game, man. I'm actually really pissed.
Yeah.
Now that you're saying that too, I remember when Wemby played chess in New York City that one time. There was like someone, I think it was Grant Williams, was saying he wanted to start like a chess league, and I remember people talking about Derrick Rose. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It definitely sucks.
So unfortunately, it is end of the road. But you did bounce back from the last tournament. I know you weren't happy with the last one. You won 2 rounds this time. Pretty good.
What does that put me at? The Elite 8?
Elite 8, yeah. Wow. Well, we might have to say that if that's the case, then checkmate.
Right.
How many and ones did Derrick Rose successfully complete during his MVP season?
It's tough. He was pretty good. He was like 80-something% that year. I'm gonna go 35. That might be low, but I'm gonna go 35.
Like the free throw that comes with it too.
What do you mean about the free throw?
Like, so if he like made a basket and got fouled, but he missed the free throw, I don't think that would count.
Thinking 66.
You feeling 66? Is that what you want to roll with?
Mm-hmm.
It is higher than 35. Locking in 66.
Let's go 55. I'm gonna go 20 more. Yeah.
It is not 55. The second one was a better guess. It was 50.
Ooh, 50 on the dot. Okay.
Yeah.
It's crazy because that was gonna be my first guess, but I'm like, I just feel like 50 was high. I feel like 50 was so high.
It was too high. It was 50. Yeah.
Oh.
You were not that far off, but it
Yeah,
was
not that far off. But
50, which is more than 10 away. So
that's tough. That's tough.
how many miles away is Derrick Rose's childhood home to the United Center?
Dang, I'm trying to think of like the layout of Chicago. Let's go, since I got two guesses. Two guesses helps out a lot. So I'm gonna go 20 miles. I'm gonna go 20 miles to start.
Starting with 20?
Starting with 20.
Wow. Yes.
I'll say 3.2 miles.
You want to roll with 3.2 for your answer?
Yeah.
It is not 20, and it is closer than that. It is unfortunately not 3.2.
What is it?
Now, it's about getting points here. It's about getting points. So I could just go 10. 10 would probably guarantee some points. We'll go 12. I'm going to go 12 miles.
Okay. It's changing the strat, so you're going to go with 12.
I'll go with 12.
Good idea that you did that. It was 12 and a half. That was a good pull.
Let's go.
A bit more than that. It is 12.5.
Damn.
Yeah.
I thought he was neighbors.
Just right down the
This
street.
is tough.
Which NBA player has the highest career scoring average in games played against D Rose?
Is there a minimum games played requirement?
No.
Okay.
But he did play him more than one time.
Guys that maybe only caught him for like 4 years or something like that. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna just go ahead and guess Kobe.
So you're going to go with Kobe for the first guess?
That's gonna be my guess. I feel like Kobe usually plays decently against the Bulls. Those last few years of Kobe's career, I doubt they probably matched up as much because they were both dealing with injuries. So that's gonna be my guess.
No, I'm gonna go LeBron James. I'm going Kobe Bryant.
Melo to LeBron to Kobe. So you're going Kobe?
I'm going to Kobe.
It's not Kobe. Nope. He's going for Kobe at the buzzer. It was not Kobe, unfortunately.
Can we know what the number is? His per game number?
I don't know. It
Like
might
in
give
the
it. It might. It might just give it. It might just give it away.
No. John Morant. Now I'm just thinking of young guys and maybe you just played him like once or twice. Yeah, I'm gonna go with John.
It's not John Morant. It was 33.8 points. Luka.
That number definitely would have gave it away. Too.
I feel like it would have been too obvious. It was actually a more recent player. It was Luka.
Luka, wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
He played 9 games against him, which is a little crazy. It's as many games as he played against Kobe. It seems like he played more against Kobe, though.
Shout out Nico Harris.
Yes, sir. It's actually funny you guessed Kobe, though, because your opponent, Reek, he guessed Kobe for his first guess as well. Is the end of the road.
Over.
It is over.
It's over, lady.
But I will say, though, I mean, still not too shabby. I feel like if you had 2 guesses, you probably would have done better. At least you outlasted your rivals, Reliable Rants and Suns Geek. So
That's good. That's good. I'm gonna win someday. I will win.
You got the close the one time. I think
Yeah.
It's bound to happen again sometime soon. Last couple you've been on the right track again too. So 17 points. I mean, this is pretty good.
Not impossible. It's
Not
not impossible to get that one.
Moving on again.
Yeah.
D Rose won Mr. Basketball for which state in 2007?
Oh, a real layup right there.
Yeah, it has to be a layup.
Illinois, man. Okay.
Mr. Basketball. This should be Illinois.
It is not wrong. You're correct.
That would have been embarrassing.
It's like a little like jump scare there. It is Illinois. Yes, you got it correct. Yeah. How many steals has D Rose had in his playoff career?
I guess 65. It's gonna be my guess.
So you're rocking with 65 as your guess?
I'm gonna go with about 65. I feel like he's played around 60-ish playoff games. So I'm gonna give him a little bump because he was typically a guy that averaged more than like 1 steal.
I don't know if it'd be higher or lower than his regular season number, but I don't think it's anything crazy. Ballpark of 50-ish playoff games, maybe a little bit more. maybe around a steal a game. I think I'm going to go with a flat 50 on this.
So you're rocking with a flat 50?
I think I'm going to go with 50.
So the answer you're looking for is lower than that. It is not 50.
I'm gonna subtract about 20. I'm gonna go 45.
So you're rolling.
I think that's pretty safe.
So you think 45 is the safe call here?
I'm gonna go 45. Yeah, missed my math up a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna go 45.
It is also not 45.
Okay.
But I will say that was a better guess than your 65. If you had guessed 65, you wouldn't have got any credit. 45, you got partial credit. You got 6 points. It was 49.
I'll take that. I will definitely take that. That's not bad.
Great guess to make. It was 49.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
You were
We'll
right
take
there
that.
on it. Okay. Just like that, you got 9 points for that one.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
Not including his MVP season. How many points for the MVP award has D Rose received in his career?
Dang, that's a really good question. I know one year he did. I forget, it was recent. He might have got something like 2012 still, because he still had a pretty good year. They were 1 seed, even though he missed a good amount of games. 20. I'm gonna go 15. I'm gonna go 15.
So you're gonna roll.
15 is my answer.
So you're gonna roll with 15 as your guess?
I'm gonna go with 15.
Oh man, that is tough. I don't imagine there's a ton of points coming his way outside of that year, but he definitely got this at least a year, even if he wasn't playing a full season. Let's roll with 8.
So you're locking in 8 as your answer?
Let's roll with 8.
You do not need a second guess. It was 50.
That's a snipe, man.
That is crazy. Wow.
That is a snipe.
That's bro, first guess too. Like, that's crazy. It was with the 2 other years, and you actually did mention both those years. So in 2020, 2021, he got a first place vote. Those are worth 10 points. And
first place? I
Yep.
thought it was like a 5th or something like that. That's tough.
he got a first. That was the year with it was when Jokic won his first, and like Curry was up there, Embiid. He also received 5 points. No first place votes, but he got 5 points from voters in 2012.
Okay.
Not 8. However, still got some partial credit on this one. You were 7 away, so you got 3 points. It was 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
They mostly came from 2 different years. So the year after he won MVP, if you remember, they were still the best record in the league. He missed like part of the games, which is why he didn't get more MVP credit, but he did get 5 points for the award that year. And then he got a first place vote in 2021, like with the Knicks, remember?
Right.
So,
right.
And that one was worth 10 because it was a first place vote. So,
Right. That would do it.
so the last question: who did Derrick Rose score his last basket on in the NBA?
If I already knew whose last game was against, at least throw out my first guess as Russell Westbrook.
So you're going with Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, that was my first guess.
We're thinking finishes with Memphis. So statistically, more likely it's against a Western Conference team, but I mean, that might just be law of averages going against me. This is tough. This is a great question, but this is tough. Still an assumption in its own right, and we're gonna roll with Mike Conley.
So you're gonna lock in Mike Conley as your answer.
Let's roll with Mike Conley.
It is not Russell Westbrook. You got one more crack at it though. It is not Mike Conley. Believe it or not, you had the right team.
Kyrie Irving? That'll be my last guess.
So you're gonna roll with Kyrie Irving as your second and final guess?
I'm gonna just have faith that Devin did not go perfect on the other questions.
You were 30 of 30 at one point. You didn't get any points on this one though, unfortunately. Correct answer. It's weird because it's not a guard, first of all. It's actually kind of a big, not like a center, but kind of a big. But for some reason, it feels like a player that you'd think like, oh yeah, he might have had that on a team that D Rose used to play for too. Nas Reed.
Okay.
I mean,
you know what's crazy? I was thinking Rudy. Like that was my initial thought. So I would have been in like the ballpark.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the
Okay.
Timberwolves player. His
Okay.
last game was against the Wolves. It was Nas Reed.
Oz Reed. Okay, I was not getting that.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't, even with 2 guesses, I don't know if it would, but.
Yeah, no, that's tough.
Unfortunately, man, that's tough.
That is tough. But hey, if he's gonna have a pull like that, I can work with that. I'm still happy with my showing. So.
And he got it on the first guess too, because he had 2 chances at it, but he got the
Yes,
15
yeah.
on the first guess. So I'm like, dude, obviously your last tournament you went against Reek in the conference finals. This one was definitely, I think, better showing than the riddles.
For sure. We didn't go outside this time, so we can work with that.
I was telling Reek, it was funny, like the riddles, like we were just sitting here for 5 minutes, and then like it got to a point where like you just figured, okay, it might be best to like play my odds of like not guessing,
Yeah.
So that's sir. And you managed to get through all your opponents. Not like you lost to a lower seed or anything. So
For sure. We performed the expectation. We just aren't overperforming over here, but we can work with that.
yes, sir. Now Gabe slid in on the other hand. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, he got unfortunate. Be on your way to your 6 finals, potentially a chance to go 6-0.
I'm feeling a little confident. I mean, obviously you want to go perfect, but that third question was a pretty good hit.
As a fan perspective, I don't know what I want more. I don't know if I want you to go against Xander or if I want you to go against Price, because it would be lit to see you go against like a rematch, of Price. However, Xander's like that's my guy right there. So like if you guys went at it, that would be cool too.
Okay, sounds good, man. Sounds good. Definitely, yeah. Just let me know. It's a good lead, but it's possible, bro. I'm a little nervous.
I would say
I hate going first. I feel like I never go first. I'm always the one somebody already set the bar, so it's a little easier that way. I would say
going first is a little stressful, I will say.
March Madness.
Okay. So D Rose is an ambassador for what German company?
Adidas.
What German company
Yes.
is Derrick Rose an ambassador for?
Yes. You don't know? I mean, I will say this is supposed to be like an easier question.
Does it have to do with roses?
It has to do with
know.
Derrick Rose.
I don't know. I can't.
You're not even gonna throw out anything?
I don't know any German companies. I can't. Scottsdale.
So you're going.
It's not even Germany, bro. I don't know.
So you're going Scottsdale then for your answer?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so that's where you're locking in then.
Yeah.
Wow, that is correct. Just like that.
All right. I'll take it. I mean, hey.
Yeah, just like that. It was 10 points. It's Adidas. It wasn't that. It was just right there. It was Adidas.
Hell no. Hell no. Hey, I didn't even know that was Germany, bro. Hey.
That part, yeah, but like I was like, it's not supposed to be hard, No. I mean, I feel like that's just like his brand.
Bro, I don't know. I thought he was like you know how like LeBron is with that one soccer team. Like, I thought he was one of them. I'm like, what you talking about? I don't know.
Wow.
Like LeBron is with like Blaze. Like,
Wow.
I didn't
Okay.
know.
Okay, well, that is a brutal miss. Where does Derrick Rose rank on the all-time games played list for the Chicago Bulls?
On his all-time games played?
Yeah, for the Bulls.
For the Bulls.
Not looking for how many games he played, just where he ranks. If you're more than 10 away from the correct answer, you will not get any points.
I'm gonna say 25.
So you're going with 25?
Yep.
Games played.
Games played, yep.
I gotta say a number. All right, look. I don't like you.
Me? You don't like the question? What do you mean?
I don't like you. He doesn't have any
Wow, what did I do?
Then Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. All right.
Okay.
Joakim Noah.
Okay.
Luol Deng. I don't know about that one. Like, don't even make a face. Don't make a face right now.
All right.
Artist Gilmore. I'm not gonna look at you. I'm gonna say Artist Gilmore.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Jimmy Butler too.
Got it.
How many people I say? 8, I think.
Probably.
8.
8, 9, 10. So you're gonna go with 10th then as your answer?
You just go with 10.
Okay. It is not 25. It is lower.
Okay.
It is not 10th.
Like, meaning, is it? It's
Like-
lower on the list, meaning he's
It's like a
higher number.
It's like a lower number, but like a better
lower
ranking.
number.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Sorry. I should've
No, it's
clarified.
okay. I just wanted to clarify because I know how. Yeah, 15.
So you're rolling with 15 for your second guess?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not 15 either. Your first guess was the better of the two guesses.
Okay.
In fact, your first guess was really good. He's 24th.
Oh my god!
Wow. So just like that, you got 9 points. Jeez. Okay.
Keep it rolling. That one was easy, dog.
Yeah, that.
Easy. Who doesn't know that?
Hey, I mean, I don't know. Not everyone will. And you didn't get any points for this one either. It was 24th. If you would have guessed like 15th, you would have got 1 point. But that's why I was like, you sure? Like 10? I was like even when you said 8, I was like 9, 10. But okay. You're going to need probably some points on these last two.
You think? Fuck, man. Shit is bad, bro.
Okay. Number 3. How many career games did D Rose play and not make a single field goal?
I'm gonna say 10 as my first guess.
So you're rolling with 10 first guess?
Yeah.
Watch you while you say it's easier. It's not easier.
Well, I mean, like, he was a good player. He was a good player, though.
You gotta understand. This is what you gotta understand, bro. Because you know what I'm saying. You're not playing the game. You just asking the questions.
This is true.
You're just asking the questions. You don't even know, right?
Yep.
So you have to understand. At the later in his career, he could have checked into some games for the last second. He's not got nothing. That counts.
That does count.
He probably did like 65 games.
So you're going to go with
62.
60. You're going to go with 62
Yeah.
as your answer.
81 is my answer.
Okay, so you're going to go with 81 games as your answer.
He averaged 20 for his career, though.
He did. Roughly, yeah.
This is not the questions I was reading up on, bro.
It's the later rounds. They have to be harder questions.
42. 47. I'm going 53 final answer. Don't ask me if I'm final. Fine, 53.
You said
Final
you said 15.
53 final answer. 53 final answer.
Okay, so he's
53.
53.
Final answer.
Okay. It is not 10. It's higher.
Okay.
No, it is not 53.
I'm gonna roll with 20.
They're rolling with 20.
Yeah.
Okay. It is not 20. I will tell you, the answer was in between your two guesses. So you got some points. Correct answer was 14.
Okay.
So your best guess there was 10. So you got 6 points.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. That's
Pretty good.
That is pretty good indeed.
Pretty good.
And you did not get any points again.
That's cool, bro. That's cool.
Man, the answer is 14. There was not that many games. He only had one game his whole time with the Bulls where that happened. Which NBA player all time has the closest similarity score to Derrick Rose? This is why this is an impossible level question. Because
So
it's like who would know?
let me just kind of clarify some things on what this means. So it's basically how they contributed to their team winning.
Yes, it's like a combination of a player's win shares throughout their career, and like it takes their best season. So like let's say someone's best season, they contributed to about 18 wins, and then their second best season was 14 wins, and then 12 wins, and then 10, and then 8. So they would put together a table of the 10 players who match up the closest with that over the course of their career. Even if you could have even a negative, but you'd have to be like a really bad player to have like a negative win shares. That'd be like hurting your team. Yeah, it is hard.
You know what? I'm gonna say, and it could be any position too, right? It could literally be any. They don't have to be the same position.
That's true. I will tell you though, this guy is a guard.
Isaiah Thomas from the Pistons.
Okay, so you're going with Pistons, Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
All right. I hope you guys like me being in the video. Honestly, I really hope you guys enjoy what you. I hope you got a laugh. Honestly, you know, this might be the first. I hope it's not the first time somebody got everything wrong. It might be.
It's not. It's not.
Okay, it's not. All right. I'm not the first. So hopefully, I won't be the last. I think I'm gonna just take my win ring. Honestly, because it doesn't look like I'm winning any more rings, bro.
Bro, you can't say that.
Man, shout out to Garrett, bro. I hope your best friend, what's his name? Xander. Xander. Hey, don't let him win 6 on us, bro. You can't let him get 6. You can't let him get 6.
Everyone is teaming up against him.
You can't let him get 6. You can't. Because it ain't going to be me. I ain't going to stop him. You know what I'm saying? I can't even stop you. I don't even know what the similarity score is. What is that?
It's basically like win shares over the course of a career.
I don't even understand win shares.
It's how many wins you contribute on average in a season.
I don't get that.
It's like, so any player like in their career, like but there's whatever player is the closest to Derrick Rose.
How would I know that, bro?
You know what?
No, don't even give me any type of leniency. You didn't know that.
Well,
You did not know that.
I feel bad because I thought you would have something by now.
Bro, I don't even care, bro. Who the fuck?
I don't know. You're probably not gonna guess the player. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, bro, I'm not guessing the player. Thank you for saying that. Okay, is he a point guard?
Pretty sure he was. Yeah.
I don't even like that, bro.
Why?
Cause, bro, he got me messed up in front of the internet, bro. Alright, D-Rose.
Dude, you're in the conference finals though.
And I'm getting sweat, bro.
But for all we know, your opponent might not even do that well anyways.
He's going to win regardless. I'm gonna say Spudweb.
So you're gonna lock in Spudweb as your answer?
Yeah, bro, go ahead.
It is not Pistons Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
It is not Spudweb. And he went 0 for 4. People watching don't know, he just turned down the volume because he did not want to hear what happened here.
Say Russell Westbrook.
You're going Russell Westbrook?
Yeah.
For some reason, before you even made the first guess, I had a feeling you were even gonna guess Westbrook. So that's funny.
I mean, they're kind of similar in how they,
They are. However, it is not Russell Westbrook.
All right. That would be top seed on Family Feud.
Yeah. Dana Barros.
Oh, I know who that is too.
Yeah.
He played with the Celtics, right?
Yes, Celtics, and I think the Sixers were his 2 best teams.
He was like 5'11" or something.
He is 5'11". Yep. Do you think you got it correct?
I mean, I didn't hear you say I got it wrong, so.
I guess, yeah, that is true.
I'm washed, bro. I'm so washed. I'm cooked, bro. I'm cooked. Cut the video.
Why are you saying you're cooked though?
I'm washed, bro.
Okay, so even if we don't disclose how this went, in the last one you finished 3rd.
I'm washed.
And 2 before that you finished 2nd. And I think 2 before that you won.
I'm washed. I went over. I'm done. I'm like Paul George.
You were the lowest seed to get to the conference finals.
I don't care. What made me the lowest seed?
Your score in the season.
That's what I'm saying. I'm washed. I was the lowest because I'm trash.
Well,
I got the lowest seed because I had the lowest score.
Let's look at the bright side. You're the only person who knew.
No bright side, bro. I can't live with that, bro.
You're the only person who knew Derrick Rose's mom's name during the season.
Get out of here with that, man. I'm not trying to hear that.
That's not like a feat, like an accomplishment.
Oh, bro. Oh, you know Derrick Rose's mom name. Like, bro. Care about that, bro.
Wow. with that being said, you are moving on to the finals.
The finals, oh man.
You've gone to the finals in a video game tournament, an IRL tournament, now an NBA tournament. How do you feel?
Heck yeah, I'm feeling good. That's who else is in that category? That's got to
You.
be like
It's just you.
just me. All right.
I'm the only.
All right,
I
that's
think
called
I'm the
a-
only other person that's been to the finals in a IRL and a non-IRL one from another tournament I did. So,
Can I say?
what a double
What
team
can we say?
supreme.
Yeah, that's where the double team supreme.
I'm cooking. You are going against Freak Nose Hoops in the finals.
All right.
Is the battle of the top 2 seeds. The first 2 ever champions on the channel, and he's 5-0 in the finals. So if he wins one more, he's 6-0 like MJ. So you think you got it in you?
Oh man, is it a prophecy or is it an upset? Who knows? I don't even know. We'll see. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
So he is the higher seed in this matchup. So for
Oh, boy.
the
Yeah,
first
all
time,
right,
you're
I'm
gonna
cooked.
be
I'm
kind of
cooked.
disadvantaged. But I will
Never
say,
mind.
I'm gonna give a boost to you and him. There's like a slight boost I'm gonna give to each of you guys.
Okay.
You're still gonna have 2 guesses at each one. He's gonna get 3 though. He's gonna have 5-point edge. It's 5 questions though, so it's out of 50.
Okay. Maybe I can pull some one number off guesses first try.
Heck yeah, we'll
see.
see how it unfolds. But I'm
excited.
It's gonna
I'm
be an
eager.
exciting one. It'll be competitive for sure.
All right. That's what I'm looking for. Win or lose.
This is the finals of the Rose Gold Trivia. Here we are.
Heck yeah.
It's gonna be you against Reek Nose Hoops. Hey, how you feeling going into this?
I'm feeling good, man. Another chance to add another title to the collection. For my guys, Andrew did a pretty good job though, so I know I gotta step it up.
How you feeling? Like before we get into this?
How am I feeling? I'm feeling like I can be lucky because I've been pretty lucky on the last 2, so the trend is likely to continue. I want to make it a match here. You know, I know I'm not the top seed, but my advantage is better than the previous rounds. I feel like the extra guess makes a world of difference. Way more than the advantage of 3 over 2.
Yes,
in my opinion.
But you have 5 questions coming your way. It's going to be the same format as like the season. So you have an all or nothing, 3 partial credits where it's like every one away is a deduction, and then the final all or nothing. A tiebreaker question at the end. Should it come down to a tie? There hasn't been any ties yet, which is good. He still had 2 guesses at it, but you will get 3 guesses at it. So it gives you another chance, you know, to narrow down. Makes sense to give you guys like a realistic, like educated guess at each.
That's why you take the regular season series, man.
Yes, sir. We got the top 2 seeds in the finals here. So I did save some of the harder questions for this round, you know, even throughout the season. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, yeah, we'll just have to find out.
If it gets too difficult, you can phone a friend with Doobie back there.
All right, yeah. Where's he at? Somewhere. I got his pink mouse toy right here if he wants to play with it.
Oh,
I'll
snap.
have it ready for him.
Are you ready? So you're ready?
Yep.
I am ready.
The first question is, you know, after D Rose won the MVP, what other major award has D Rose been a finalist for?
After the MVP, you said?
Yes.
Oh, it was a 6th Man of the Year 2021 season, I'm pretty sure.
6th Man of the Year.
That is correct. And the season is correct, too. You got them both. All right. So you got, if you recall, you get 1 point per question. So there's 5 questions. Start with 5. You're at 15 points right now.
Okay.
Great way to open things up. That is correct. Yes, it is. It is Sixmanity. Yeah.
I knew that one too, but I was just like, okay, well, if he was okay, yeah, fair enough.
I think when they started doing the award finalist thing in like 2016 or 17 or something. So yes, it was Six Man of the Year. So just like that, you got 10 points. This is a guarantee that you have a chance. Whoa, what was that? Wait, you got to do that again.
It's a double clap.
Next 3, it's going to be partial credit potentially. What percent of all the shots in D Rose's career came from the mid-range territory?
Go like 35. This could be my first guess.
Rolling with 35%.
Yeah.
30%.
So you're gonna roll with 30% for your first guess.
Yeah.
It is not 35%. It is lower. It is not 30%. It is higher.
I'm gonna go 25%.
45%.
So you're going 45%, second guess?
Yep.
It is not 25%. It is higher than 25%. It is not 45% either.
I'm gonna just go in the middle, so I want to get points, so I'll just go 30, man. This is what you take the regular season serious, man, so you get some points here.
That is a strategic move. I cannot lie. However, your first guess was actually your closest guess. It was 33%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that was a good one right there. So because of that, you ended up getting 8 points.
I'll take it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So that sits you at 23 points right now. Your first guess was the closer of the two. It was 33%.
7 points.
That is pretty good. That is 7 points right there. So you're sitting at 17 out of 20. That's
all right.
Not bad. Now we got.
I'm feeling good, brother. But we'll see. I feel like that was a reasonable guess. I feel like anyone who knows a little bit of ball will kind of get that, So kind of guess, D Rose is a good mid-range shooter. I feel like the least percentage of his shots were 3-pointers.
I thought the threes might have been a little tricky though, because he did start shooting more near the end of his career. So
that is true.
How many total honors did D Rose receive between both college and the NBA?
And honors is just like awards that he's won.
Yes.
So MVP must have been All NBA like twice. That's 3. All rookie of the year. That's 5. I'm gonna go 9. I'm going 9.
So you're going with 9 for your first answer?
Yeah.
I'm going with 20 as my first guess.
So you're gonna roll with 20 first guess.
Yeah.
It is not 9. It is higher. It is not 20. It is higher.
Oh, I forgot All Stars. Yeah. So I'm gonna go 12. I forgot the All Stars.
So you're locking in 12 for your second guess.
Yes.
I'm gonna rock with 30.
Rocking with 30, going
Yep.
The even 20-30. Okay.
Yep.
It is not 12 either. It is still higher. It is not 30.
And this doesn't count like. Does this count like skills competition? And...
I mean, he did get a trophy for that, but I will say, like, things like that, like, I'm pretty sure that's the only all-star event thing. Because, I mean, like, all-star MVPs would count, right? But it's not obviously as good as that.
I know I'm in the range. I just don't know if I want to go 14 or 15. I'm going to go 14. I'm probably missing, like, a couple things from college that I'm not thinking of.
So... Okay, wait. So you want to go 14 then as your final guess, you said?
Yeah, that'd be my final answer.
It is not 14 and still was higher. It's 32. Yes, it is 32.
Jeez.
Obviously, all-star games. Honors is the key word here, not necessarily awards. So there's the player of the month, player of the week. Those count as well. All league, AP All-American in college, those sort of things all count. And then I did count the skills challenge, but even if it was, I guess, taken away, it still would have been a little too far.
Dang. Dang, yeah, he must have won a lot of Player of the Weeks.
Yeah. Second guess was big for you there. It did get you at least some points. Your 20 would not have got you any points. The 30 got you 8 points. It was 32.
Let's go. I feel like I'm doing all right.
You're doing.
I feel like this is all right, dude. I have a chance. I feel like.
You are doing pretty good right now.
Reek, brother, you better not know this stuff, dog.
Reek, brother.
I'm trying my best here, dude. All right.
You're gonna need to bounce back on this one. How many players in NBA history have the same initials as D Rose in NBA history? A crazy question.
I can't even think of one.
Initials, like, well, aside from D Rose, well, it would include D Rose too. So there's at least one.
So there's at least one. So they just had to log one NBA game.
They had to log an NBA game, yeah, an NBA minute. Actually, not even that. An NBA second, or an NBA inbounds pass.
I'm gonna start with 50.
So your first guess is gonna be 50.
It's gonna be 50.
First name D, last name R.
All-time NBA history, though, because like there's nobodies, that we've probably never heard of that are on that. So
This is true, but you got to think of odds.
and there's how many different possible combinations of names? I guess I'm gonna roll with 49.
You're going 49.
Yep.
So it is not 50. The answer you're looking for is lower.
That helps. That helps.
It is not 49. It's a bit lower.
Let's go 30. Let's go 30 here.
So you're gonna go with 30 as your second guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with I don't know 42. Let's go with 42.
So you want to lock in 42 as your second
Yeah.
guess? It is still lower. It is not 42.
Final answer 15. Put it in the books.
15, and he said put it in the books.
15, man. Put it in the books.
It is not 15 either. Your second guess was your best guess, though. It was 24.
Okay. I'll take it.
Yeah, no, that was still a crazy question. I can't lie. If people were dyslexic, that would be the perfect answer. It was 24.
Oh,
24.
that's tough.
Yep.
That's tough.
That is a tough scene, so no points on that one.
Oh man, okay, dang. That one's tough. That one's tough, and he has that 5-point advantage. I'm not feeling so good anymore.
Well, we do have one more question here, but
All right.
the last one, it is pretty tricky. It's kind of a two-parter. So this is the last question. This one's kind of a two-parter. I'm going to need a correct answer for both parts. I also cannot tell you if you got one part of it correct or not. I'm sure you've seen the D Rose logo before, right? So there's a few parts to the logo. The one in the middle, and then there's the petals around the one. Probably one of the most iconic logos for an NBA player. What does the D Rose logo symbolize?
What does it symbolize?
Yes. So there's two features on it. There's the one, and then obviously it says D, and then there's the petals around it.
I thought it was just supposed to be a rose. Honestly. I didn't know if there was
so it is a rose, obviously, but
yeah,
there's a little bit of thought behind it. I will say one of the features on the logo, there's two acceptable answers for. This is why this is the last question.
I thought it was just a rose growing from the concrete. Honestly, that's really what I thought.
I mean, if you want to enter that answer, you can.
I will enter that answer. I'll get at least one answer on the board.
Okay, both parts.
So, the number one obviously represents his number. The D represents D Rose, and the flower petals represent D Rose. But
there's
three petals. The number and the petals. So I said that the number symbolizes the number he wore on his jersey.
I won't say anything yet.
Okay.
But about the one, but I do need an answer for what the petals symbolize.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so the petals, what do they symbolize? I'm gonna say his brothers.
Okay, so you're going with the number and his brothers.
Yes. I feel like I have heard that somewhere, but we'll see.
It is not to symbolize a rose. You have 2 more cracks at it. On the number, there was 2 things that it could have symbolized. You got one of the 2 there, and you got the petals correct. So you got it right. You got the 10 points for that. That's huge. The other thing that it represented, so there was really 2 answers that the jersey number symbolized. It was the jersey number and the mother. His mother.
His mom?
Yeah. You were only going to get credit for that if you got it both.
I feel like I did all right. So, I mean, if Reek has an off day, maybe we'll see.
Hey,
but
35 points it's a very respectable showing. It's tricky.
It's tough.
Looking at the logo that way, and then like just looking at the logo regularly, like it's just like weird to, I guess, like picture, you know?
I don't know. I don't think I have an answer for this. I'll just be honest with you.
You don't think so?
I don't even want to waste our time. I really can't. I can't think of anything. Nothing's firing right now.
I'm gonna need you to enter in something, even if it's like something random, like bananas or even if you don't know. Man.
I don't know. Does it represent the Chicago Loop or something like that?
So Chicago Loop, second guess. Yeah. Not the Chicago Loop. You got one more crack at it.
I'll be pissed if Xander just knew this for some reason. Nothing.
So you just gonna lock in nothing as your final?
That's tough.
The one, his jersey number, and his mom. Petals, there's 3 petals, is his brothers. Yeah.
I think even if I was looking at it,
you are the champion. You did it. Xander did it. Woo!
Let's go, brother. Good game.
Is Doobie in the room?
Yes, he's right here.
Get Doobie in the spotlight. Woo! Doobie, your dad's a champion.
Yeah.
He did it. I heard the man. How do you feel about winning?
Ecstatic. I feel ecstatic. I feel like I was the underdog going in. Ooh.
You were.
This one feels nice. This one feels nice.
This was definitely your like hardest round too. Not just because it's Reek Knows Hoops, but he also had like an edge. Like he had the 5-point bonus. He had an extra guess.
Oh man.
Wow, and you got the impossible level question. The last one's supposed to be the impossible level question. Man. And that's crazy. It's your second championship. To think too, like so your 2 finals as well. You beat Reek, and then you beat Jordan in the 2K1. They have combined 9 championships on the channel.
Let's go.
I was telling Reek after, like, I told him like the bad news or whatever. I was like, well, it's almost like Xander's like how Eli Manning like beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl twice or something.
Let's go. That one feels good.
Heck yeah, putting on for Double Team Supreme. You know, we got D-Rose, my favorite guy, and of course, like, I know you're a big D-Rose guy yourself, but it's like, it's crazy.
It's good. Good. I feel good about that one. What did he say for the number 1?
I think he was just thinking of like the whole thing, and I told him like he had to get both parts because he did. But he probably is just like, he's like, I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah, if you didn't know the pedals, it didn't matter anyway. So.
Yeah. But you know what else doesn't matter? How the other 25 contestants did in this one, because Zanman stands alone as the champion.
Thanks, brother.
Do you think you'll win another one after this, like very soon?
I think so. I'm feeling like my Bullony Basketball instinct is awakening, and all these off the top things that no one should know. You know, maybe I'll pop it out.
Hopefully, you know, in like the IRL scene. I think that's probably the next thing. Hey, did he tell you the news? He's a champion. He won. Yeah.
Wow, congratulations.
Woohoo.
That's tough, man. Shout out to him.
The 6-0 was not meant to be. That is tough, though. Last one, he got it. That was the difference.
The difference, man.
So he didn't get the part about the mom, but he did get the jersey number, and then he got the brothers for the pedals. So,
okay,
that was like the big fight, and he got that on his first guess too. So,
knew when I did it, man. That's tough. That's tough.
That is a tough scene, but the mother was the caretaker for them, and then his 3 brothers were like the ones around him too. You know, still, I mean, I know you wanted to go 6-0, but let's not act like 5 championships and another finals appearance is something to hang your head about. No one's done that. Who else has done that?
It's tough, man. It's tough. Shout out to Xander, bro. That's to get that last question that's a tough one. So I might have to take a little hiatus, man. Get back in the lab.
I don't know. I mean, I think it was just the D Rose trivia, man. It was just tough. I mean, you got to think from this perspective. Like, I mean, Xander's my best friend. Like, growing up, he wore D Roses. Like, we're Bulls fans growing up. So
very niche. We'll take it, man. Or short. We'll be back though. Don't worry.
Still very impressive. Once again.
Not impressive enough, man.
Hey, you'll be back. The 6th championship will come.
We will.
Heck yeah. So, you know, obviously some of these other guys too, like, live so far away that I haven't been able to like give them a trophy and stuff. I want to make a trophy for you for winning the 2K one. I feel like I have to make a trophy for the rose gold one, and
All right.
and maybe do a little live action, like hand delivering the trophy and stuff. So
All right. Sounds good to me. Sounds good, buddy.
Heck
Thanks
yeah.
for recording.
Congratulations, Zan. You took down Reek Knows Hoops in the finals. For only person that can ever say that. Heck yeah.
So we got the trophy presentation right here. You can see the trophy case with my main man, Zan. Congratulations. How do you feel once again about winning?
Ecstatic, a little bit unexpected. That was a great tournament. It was super fun, start to finish. Pulled it off.
And you have won a tournament before. I still got to get you your first tournament trophy, but I'm honored to give you a trophy here. So are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right.
My eyes are closed. All right.
Look at that. Here you go.
All right.
Look at this.
Look at this right here.
So we
All
got.
right. Does it open? It looks like
It does not open.
Okay. Oh, this is okay.
So the top is a rose.
Yep.
And then we got the D Rose logo, which, by the way, I drew that. That's
nice.
You know.
That looks really good.
You know, the placard at the bottom with your name on it too. And I had to
go
put
on my bedside table.
some yellow because it's the rose gold, you know. And if you notice, it's like green, like at the bottom of like a rose, you know. And then we got some purple roses there too.
Sweet.
So, what are your thoughts on it?
I mean, there are no words.
There are no words.
Look at that. It speaks for itself.
Heck yeah. Good stuff.
Thank you.
I gotta give you extra props again because you went through the rematch against Sam Darnold's forehead. You beat him once again. You got revenge on Jacob Blocks, and then you beat my guy Price and Reek, 2 champions. Reek, who's never lost in the finals before either. So Reek knows hoops. Yeah, pulled it off, and I think now you're the 6th person on the channel who's won multiple championships. Because we got Reek, we got Jordan, we got myself, Brandon, we got Daryl, and we got you. Technically, you were the 5th one to do it, but the video with Daryl winning the 2nd one's going to come out before you. But still, once again, congratulations.
Buddy, thank you. This is awesome.
Putting on for Double Team Supreme. You love to see it.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it again for another awesome Bullony Basketball season. And you got anything else you want to add?
Thanks again, everybody. See you next season.
Yes, sir. Only one other thing I want to add, though, is I feel like it's fitting. You are the only person in this tournament who's been in every single season of Bullony Basketball. Be the one to knock off Reek Knows Hoops off his throne and stuff back again. He's back. Long awaited. Back on top. Xander holds the throne. Again, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and we're out.